The hats? What happened to the hats?
All right, 99.9 Punk World Radio. You already know what time it is. Right here, we're actually joined by Alberta's finest. That's right. We got the Offsailors. We got all four members right here, live on the radio station airwaves, and of course, YouTube as well. How are you boys doing this evening?
Excited.
Awesome.
Great. Friday. Whee!
Gotta say, man, I'm definitely glad it's Friday, man. You know what I mean? 2023 is only 6 days in, and I already wish that it would already end.
I agree with you. 100%.
But I gotta ask, man, how's everything out there in Alberta, man? Because I know you guys are putting in some massive work. I noticed you guys just announced a brand new show you guys are going to be doing in February with Chuck Spadina and of course Trashed Ambulance as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm trying to get something going here. This little crappy punk scene we got.
Hey, I got to say, you guys got a much better punk scene out there than what we got down here in Ontario, man. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't saw so many amazing bands like you guys actually have out in Alberta that we versus down here, man. We don't got a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, people are starved for punk rock here. I think that's the problem.
Hey, well, you know what? And I know the Offsailors are definitely feeding the starved and feeding the hungry. I can tell you guys that.
Sort of. Do you like food poisoning?
But sorry, guys. Either way, but for the people that aren't familiar with the Offsailors, man, I was wondering if you guys can actually like introduce yourselves individually, man, and just tell us a bit more about yourselves as individual members.
I'm Nathan. I'm the bass player. I'm the handsome one in the band.
My name's Gabe. I'm the singer, if you want to call it singing. The least talented one in the band.
I'm Joe. I'm the guitar player, and I'm new to playing punk rock, but I'm having a blast.
I'm Corey. I'm the drummer, and I also provide therapy for everyone when they need it.
He's our Dr. Phil.
Dr. Landfill.
Dr. Landfill.
And when you say as well that you're actually new to playing punk rock, did you play other genres of music in other bands previously, or is this just something completely new to you?
Pretty much everything but punk, but I've always liked punk, and yeah, it's a natural fit for me, I think.
And of course, while we're on the topic of just formation and whatnot, man, what is the story behind the Offsailors? Like, how did you guys originally come together as a four-piece band and just form this extraordinary band?
We all owe it to Trash Ambulance. We went to a punk show and they played, and we're like, I think we could do better.
No, but honestly, we started out right before COVID, and actually Josh of Trash Ambulance fame was like a founding member of this band.
Yeah, he's been a big part of it.
Yeah, so he was part of it, but we started like pre-COVID, so we're a completely different band now. We lost a few members along the way due to different personalities and what have you.
They fell overboard. Yeah.
We originally wanted to be a Ramones. Core wrestling band, but that fell through, and we just started singing songs about drinking and being stupid.
Say, sing about what you know.
Yeah, exactly. Aye.
And I got to ask you boys as well, was it difficult to actually form this band during COVID? Because as we already know, as the world already knows, it was so hard to actually really get together in one room with all those really stupid regulations.
Yeah.
It was tough. Yeah. It was a lot of practice by yourself.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
It was a turd in the punch bowl, for sure.
But we both started after COVID.
Yeah. These are the newer members.
When we were able to go outside, we found better people. And we're like, oh.
Yeah. You're kind of cool.
Can you play guitar?
Want to be in a bad punk band?
I met him at East 40th Bar. So yeah, if anyone from Red Deer knows what that place is like, that's
yeah.
The lowest of the low.
It's where greatness is created.
And I got to say, clearly, it actually contributed to the Offsailors. So we already know it. It's where greatness is definitely created. I agree with that statement.
Yeah.
You should put it on a shirt.
Captured lightning, I guess.
Lightning in a bottle.
But also, when you guys said there's actually members that originally aren't in the band anymore, did you guys actually make any like music with the previous members, or is that just something that just...
All the songs that are currently on Spotify were with the old members of the band.
We're working on some new stuff now that we're going to record with the more handsome members that we have now.
Yeah,
For sure.
the cooler crew.
Yeah,
I guess.
I'm basically in a cover band till that happens.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's probably a bad thing to say that "Calm Your Tits" is actually one of my favorite Offsailor songs currently.
Mine too.
Yeah, we dig it.
Yeah.
It's
Thanks,
words
man.
to live by.
I love all the songs. It was a blast learning them all, and yeah, they're just fun to play.
Yeah,
I hope
Josh,
I can do justice to those.
Yeah. Oh,
a lot of credit to Josh for the riffage.
yeah, for
and,
sure. Josh did a big part from Trash.
Yeah. My dumb lyrics and his riffs and turned into something tolerable, I guess you might say.
And also as well, on your guys' Spotify bio, it actually states that you guys actually are inspired by the screeching weasels and the dwarves. I was wondering if you could actually tell us a bit more about that inspiration, and of course, what actually sparked just that inspiration for this band.
I think that was more of just a cliche description of our band. I don't know. There's a lot more there's a lot more inspiration involved in that. But
Turns out we don't like punk rock.
yeah,
I never even heard of Screeching Weasel till I joined.
yeah.
Yeah, we cover one of their songs.
But yeah, actually we do cover this. Yeah, but, yeah, I think that was just kind of the easiest way to put it into words. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
Inspired by a lot more like alcohol and being cool.
that's right.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to be honest with you boys. When I read that on Spotify, I thought it was a joke because, like, obviously you guys are also known for your personas of joking around and whatnot. So I thought it was a joke until I actually, like, Googled the band. I was like, oh, crap, it actually is, like, a legit thing. So I definitely figured I'd add that to the question list.
Well, both those bands are awesome.
Totally, yeah.
Both those bands are awesome. Not
Absolutely.
saying.
And also as well, November 3rd of 2020, you guys actually released a single titled Warm Beer, Cold Women. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about the inspiration behind this particular song. And of course, is it actually still out there to be streamed or purchased today in 2023?
Kind of wrote it about, I don't know if you've ever been on a bender, drinking too much for maybe too many days. The old lady might tend to get a little angry at you and tire of your antics. Yeah, that's pretty much all it's based on. It's just, old lady's mad at you, you're drinking too much kind of thing, in a nutshell.
The funny thing about that title too is I've met a couple people that are like, oh, I always say that. It's like, oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song. It kicks ass.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I just have a blast playing that one. That was the first song I played with you guys, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It was so,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was.
Corey, too.
And I got to say as well, guys, I personally really enjoy that song as well. And also, at the end of the day, I think everybody has at least once in their life went on a drink bender. And if they haven't, they definitely aren't living properly.
Exactly. Not
Or
punk
they're
rock.
liars.
They're liars.
They're liars. Come on.
All that I gotta say is Weiser's whiskey special blend. It's a cheap stuff. It's a different taste every time, but you really don't know what you're gonna get into. I always call it the different taste every time because you can get a bottle that tastes good. You can get the next bottle that tastes like absolute garbage, man. It's like Russian roulette with your liver.
Doesn't matter what it tastes like. I'm still drinking it. So.
Normally, once you get halfway through the bottle, though, it pretty much just goes down like water. This is whenever you start drinking it, you're like, oh, this tastes like crap. 3 drinks later, hey, let's go.
That's the best thing.
Who wants to arm wrestle?
And also as well, you guys are currently signed to Trash Ambulance's label, High-End Denim Records. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about that record deal, and of course, how did you ultimately land that deal with them? Because they got a fine roster of bands currently.
They have the best in Alberta, I think.
Well,
We've known Josh forever, right? From Trash Ambulance and Ozone, Jason, and we just got lucky.
yeah, it's who you know.
It's who you know.
And that $1 million advance they gave us, that was so nice.
yeah.
That was pretty tight. Signing bonus.
Yeah.
They pay in exposure.
Yeah.
That's good.
But it's definitely nice to have someone behind you supporting it too, right?
Absolutely.
They're really, really good guys.
Yeah,
It was a great. Yeah,
it's really
Iron
fun.
Denim's awesome.
Really fun.
And I got to say as well, they definitely made the right choice by signing you guys as well, man. Because I got to say, I can really see in the next 5 years, you guys really lighten up airwaves all across the world, man. You guys really got the persona down pat, the band, and the music as well, man. You guys are killer all the way around.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate that so much. Yeah, hopefully you'll
We're having
use
fun
it.
making noise. That's the main thing.
Yeah, it's
So
all
that's the
about-
one thing I noticed with a lot of punk bands, even like currently in 2023, a lot of them come together, but they're just, it sounds bad to say they're not, their music isn't generic, but like their look is just kind of like generic, man. But you guys really have something that is very unique. When I seen it, I was like, yo, man, I have to interview these boys.
Wow, that's cool, man. Thanks. Yeah, it's all about having a good music is supposed to be fun, man. My favorite punk bands, they were like Dayglow Abortions and stuff like that. I mean, they're fun.
Yeah.
So they put on good shows, right? And that's what we want to do. Is we want
We
to have
always
fun.
had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about
Fun is
You
put on a
bitch.
show.
and when it's not fun anymore, it's not worth it, I wouldn't say.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And the one thing I got to ask, 'cause I know we talked a little bit about the inspiration behind this band, but the one thing I need to ask, man, is obviously while we're on the top of your guys' persona as a Sailors and whatnot, like really, what actually made you guys decide to actually sit back and actually have this gimmick with your band?
Oh, well, yeah, like Abe was saying, the idea started as a Ramones core wrestling band. And then I don't know what happened to that. We couldn't write any wrestling songs. We didn't look good in tights.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So that idea, well, and then I don't know who came up with the name of the Offsailors, but it just
Yeah.
fits so well.
If you know what off sales are, it's when you go and buy beer after the bar closes for an extremely ridiculous price, like double what you would normally pay. Yeah, that's sales are. So
And then
yeah,
we thought it was ridiculous that we don't have any water near us except for a dirty old river. So,
Yeah.
right, so I just got some sailor hats, pretending to captain something.
sail
Yeah, there's no ship sailing down the Red Deer River.
Yeah. From the alleys.
Let's see
Dear
you
pirates.
float down the river, fucking face down.
Maybe on a mattress.
But when you boys said a few moments ago about wrestling band, like what, like obviously you got it was like a cover band and whatnot. But what wrestlers were you guys portraying during those times before you ultimately got converted into the Offsailors?
I was thinking like Brutus the Barber
Yeah,
Beefcake
exactly.
and like
Or some old school like Stampede wrestling, like
Yeah.
Jason the Terrible.
Mucka Singh.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man, that guy's a
Old school
beast.
stuff.
I would have been Hulk Hogan, of course.
Oh, you were, yeah.
Clearly.
Straight up, that mustache, diet blonde, perfect resemblance.
He's
He's
got
got the bald spot.
like if Hulk Hogan gave up. Like, screw it, I'm done.
Hulk Hogan
I'm
was
sad,
homeless.
brother.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother.
It'd be like the punk rock version of Gilbert.
Right. About his 56-inch waist instead of his 26-inch.
But also as well, since you guys actually first emerged into the punk rock scene, you guys have actually been like receiving massive amounts of love and support from many different radio stations, fans, and bands. I was wondering, how does it feel to know that you have such an amazing support line? And of course, did you guys think you would grow as big as you actually have in such short little time?
Well,
Well,
You can
it's
take that
just
one.
nice to know that people out there kind of give a crap, you know. And it's the music scene where we're at. It's pretty close knit, so it seems like everybody. It doesn't seem to be nobody's competing with each other. It's just everyone wants to help you out,
Yeah.
especially when you're a new band. Like,
yeah.
This is the best band I've ever been in. I've been in lots of bands, and we practice once a week for the most part.
yeah, and it's
Always.
something I look forward to. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go
It's
there and
not
get in
a
a fight
drag
with
ever.
Dr. Phil again. And
Yeah.
You watch it, young man.
sorry, Daddy.
Daddy, no.
Gotta keep these guys in line.
Hey, every band needs that one person to be like, "Hey, boys, pipe down."
Yeah, Corey's not that.
We're still looking for. If you want to be that person,
you
please
wanna
send an email to
Yeah.
my daddy at the
Be
office.
my Where's my daddy?
Where's my dad?
But also on July 1st of 2021, so Canada Day, you guys actually released the 8-track album titled One More Than We Go. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about this particular record. And of course, of course, where can we actually buy or stream ourselves a copy or even purchase a hard copy today if they are indeed available?
Yeah, that's that's a no-go on the hard copy anyway, but
Probably not this album, yeah.
originally the album was put out in singles because of the COVID thing.
And
So we just were releasing singles as COVID was going on, like as we could kind of thing. And then just recently, High End actually put it into album form for us on Spotify.
Yeah.
So
And we're also on a cassette, one of High End Enema's cassettes that they released.
yeah, Weenorama. It's a
But
Halloween
I think,
compilation.
Yeah, the next album will probably definitely have hard copies. Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find us right now on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, all that. The normal
Bandcamp.
stuff, right? Bandcamp,
Yeah.
all the fun things. Yeah.
And I got to say, it definitely is a phenomenal record. But since you guys actually found the right members you guys want in the band, is there going to be a brand new record for the Offsailors in 2023?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely happening. It's in the works.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it. We got some new stuff coming up for sure. Maybe even some new stuff at the next show next month. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got to crack the books and get at it.
yeah,
It's only
Yeah.
holding us back right now.
we're
Yeah.
definitely inspired to do that too, right? So
We all work
And
right, and it's hard to
yeah,
have that time. But
we got to work that back alley. It's
Yeah.
be
These
there
bills
every
don't pay themselves.
day. This Weiser's whiskey isn't cheap. No, it's not free. I mean, it's cheap, but it's not free.
Yeah. It is cheap.
And I got to say, I'm definitely excited just to hear this new album that you guys actually got in the works, man. I thoroughly enjoyed the first record you guys dropped in 21, so I can only imagine what you guys actually got in store and what you guys got cooking in that pot of gumbo, man. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it too.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna have a bit more of little bit of a different flavor because we got the new guys and
It's gonna hit a lot
Okay.
harder.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder. Like our live shows are a lot harder now. With
so
the new
that, when you get a
influences,
metal
right?
guitarist,
Yeah,
in
you
your
get a
band,
metal guy.
You can't beat the metal out of this guy.
And the hair metal drummer.
I actually started tuning my bass too, so that's gonna make a huge difference.
And also, as well, guys, on October 8th of 2022, you actually joined Rotten Youth and Trashed Ambulance for a stellar performance. I was wondering if you could actually take us back to that show, and of course, tell us a bit more about that phenomenal performance. And of course, like while we're on the topic of concerts as well, if you can, where can we actually get tickets for next month's performance?
Oh, that's a good. I don't even know where you get tickets.
Probably at the door or at the bat, or there's
Yeah,
I'm sure there's
it's
a
definitely $20
link.
at the door.
Probably a ticket number for it.
We'll be sharing that info on our Instagram for sure. Where you can get tickets and stuff like that. But playing that show was awesome. I mean, Rotted Youth is probably one of Red Deer's finest, and they're like 16 years old, and it just
Yeah,
they're
there's
I was
so
blown
good.
away.
Hey,
They're old school punk.
I was
Future
like, oh
punk
shit,
isn't
when they
good.
started.
yeah, you
it's
gotta
a
follow
good band.
that.
A bunch of old men got to follow
Yeah.
16-year-olds.
Energy level.
But yeah, it was an awesome show, and it was the turnout was amazing too. It was
Yeah.
nice to see Red Deer actually come out. You know?
All ages too, so it was
Yeah.
good
At
to
a
see the
senior
kids out
center.
there.
Yeah, at a senior center of all
Yeah.
things, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It was
that's
full
what
of
punk rock
energy.
is, man. Punk rock's DIY.
Yeah,
We're just scoping the place out for the future. It's gonna be our hangout shortly.
from 2 to 200, they were all there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah.
And I got to say, I love the Goosebumps artwork that you guys actually did for that flyer as well, man. I thought that was absolutely freaking amazing.
Yeah, totally. I'm glad you knew what it was. Yeah, not too many people.
When I saw that, I was like, man, I haven't like seen that book cover in like 20 years, man. I was like, shit. I think it was like the camp one or something like that. I forget the name of it, but it was definitely a phenomenal read. I literally remembered the story in my head when I saw it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But also, I have to ask, what is next for you guys? Because obviously, we just spoke about you guys have an album you're working on in 2023. You got a show coming up next month in Alberta. But other than that, what's next for the Offsailors, man? Is there anything we missed during tonight's broadcast? Anything else you guys do still want to talk about or promote? Well, we still got you here live on Punk World Radio.
Man, we're just gonna be trying to get shows, playing as many shows as we can, getting out there, really spreading the disease, you know.
Yeah.
Working and recording is like a big thing that I want to get done for sure. I'm sure the rest of the guys do too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Get out there and then try and help out the other Red Deer punk bands too. That like Rotted Youth, try and play more shows with those guys, get them more exposure too, and hang out with Trash. I mean, they're one of the best. So in Alberta or Canada, like
and they're pretty fun to hang out with.
yeah,
too.
they're all right guys.
Yeah, they're all right.
They're okay, I guess.
Small
Yeah.
doses.
But really, yeah, just getting out there and playing live shows is like
Yeah.
the biggest part of it, right? Like,
And they actually just released a phenomenal single, actually, just a few hours ago at midnight, man. So definitely is a phenomenal song. So I do know it's the Offsailors interview, but I just gotta tell the viewers, make sure you check that out as well.
It's good.
Yeah.
I checked it out.
It's
It's a
awesome.
really
Yeah,
good
it's
tune.
really good.
Check it out.
guys are-
Syntax error.
yeah, those guys are kicking ass.
I literally added it to the radio station airwaves today. Once I heard it, I was like, oh man, this song is rad, man. I have to add it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
They're
good.
just so tight as a band.
Oh,
It's
they're
insane.
yeah, and just nice guys too, and they
Yeah.
put on a good show.
But
Yeah,
also, before we part ways here tonight, guys, obviously, you know, a lot of individuals are probably thinking, where can they actually find you guys on social media? So, like, obviously, how can people follow the Offsailors, but also the individual members as well?
Oh, geez. Yeah, you can find us on Instagram right now. We are working on a website, so that'll be up running soon. But I mean, I don't know.
We don't have a Facebook or nothing. It's just mostly Instagram for right now.
Yeah.
So.
We're working on the social media stuff, but yeah, I mean, you can
Individually, we're pretty boring, so you probably wouldn't want to follow any of that. Well, this guy's
you
got
can find me downtown working in a back alley, dark alley,
yeah.
showing a little egg. Late
Egg.
evening, maybe.
Side
Hey, you
gigs.
got to make that beer money sometime, man. You got to, you know what I mean? And if it requires an alley, we're not going to judge, man. The sailors have to drink at some point.
Hugs are $10.
Hugs are-
Standing hugs are 12.
I can only imagine if it's whiskey night, well, how much the prices are. But either way, guys, I got to say first and foremost, thank you so much for just giving us a bit of your time, talking about what you guys currently got going on, a little bit of your band history as well. It was such an honor chopping it up with you four guys this evening. And of course, thank you again for giving us your Friday night as well. You guys could have been doing anything else, but you decided to talk with my radio station, man. So I appreciate you guys, and hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon.
Cheers,
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank
Hey,
you.
cheers. I don't got any liquor, but I do got some water, so I'll definitely cheers to that.
Perfect.
Right on.
But either way, guys, have yourself a great night. Thank you so much again.
Take care.
Thank
Take
you.
care.